Chapter 1: Computers, Storage and Memory Device. In this chapter, we will study about data and information, internal and external memory, data storage units, primary and secondary memory, time of data storage devices and their usage. Introduction. You already know that computer system is a highly organized system that processes data, which is a representation of facts, concepts or instructions. Computer stores data and information in various forms. Let us learn more about this. Data and information. Data and information are related to each other. Data is facts and figures that are raw and usually unprocessed. Once the data is analyzed and processed, it becomes meaningful and gives us knowledge or information. Let us learn through the following examples. Data, information. Name, house number, street name, state, country, pin code. Complete address of a person. Max temperature, minimum temperature, humidity, sunrise and sunset time, etc. Weather forecast for a day. Name, class, marks in different subjects of 40 students in class. Average marks of each subject, rank, toppers, failures, etc. Different software are used to convert the raw data into meaningful information by the computer. Now, in order to convert data into information, the data has to be stored in the computer temporarily or permanently. This job is done by computer memory. Memory. The storage capacity of a computer is called its memory. Memory helps the computer to store data, instructions, and information. Types of memory. Internal memory is the storage that is an internal part of the computer, whereas external storage is something that you add on. Computer memory. Primary memory, internal memory. Read-only memory, ROM. Secondary memory, external memory. Random access memory, RAM. Floppy disk, hard disk, CD, pen drive, DVD, Blu-ray disc. Main memory unit, primary memory. Memory unit takes care of every function that is performed internally by the computer. This part of the CPU holds data and instructions required for processing. It is also known as the primary storage of the computer. It consists of primary memory, which is mainly RAM and ROM. The primary memory is mainly used for saving that data or instructions which are immediately or repeatedly required by the computer. RAM, ROM. Read-only memory or ROM helps the computer in various ways. Its main task is to help the computer while booting. The ROM makes it possible to supply all the required instructions at the time of computer startup. The instructions stored in ROM never get erased as they are required again and again. The non-volatile nature of ROM does not allow erasing or writing anything on it. The commands written in ROM are of permanent nature. ROM is used to hold system-level programs such as system BIOS, basic input-output system. The various types of ROM are ROM, PROM, programmable ROM, EPROM, erasable programmable ROM, and EEPROM, electrically erasable programmable ROM. Random access memory. Computer writes all the input and data on RAM while working. Therefore, it is called the read-write memory of the computer. The data needed while working on a program is stored on RAM. The data remains in RAM only while the computer is in use. As soon as the computer is turned off or the power goes off, the data is lost. This makes the nature of RAM volatile, which means it cannot store the data or results in it permanently, but only for a short time. It is also possible to write new instructions on RAM. There is always uncertainty in the data found on RAM as it is continuously keeps changing. It is called random access as the system can retrieve any data saved anywhere in the RAM at any time. Fact file. Sometime when we assign many different tasks to CPU, it goes into a deadlock state and stops working. We should always take care that such a situation does not occur. There are three types of RAM which are available in the market depending upon the RAM slots. These are DDR1, DDR2, DDR3. The sizes of RAM that are commonly used are 1 GB, 2 GB, 3 GB and 4 GB. 8 GB is also available these days. Data storage devices, secondary memory. The ROM only stores instructions and RAM holds the data temporarily. There is a large amount of data which needs to be saved in a computer. So where do we save our work? Due to limitations of primary memory, there was huge demand of such a thing that would store a large amount of data in a proper way. We use data storage devices to do the storage task for computer. These storage devices are known as secondary memory devices. The data storage devices could be present inside a computer, for example, hard disk, or exist outside a computer such as CD-ROMs, pen drives, etc. These devices store the data inside them. The data stored in them is in proper order and we can also edit, copy and paste that data to any other location or device anytime. The storage device contains space to store any kind of data such as text, images, graphics, audio or video. The storage capacity varies from device to device. Some storage devices have large storage capacity while some have less storage capacity. The data is stored in these storage devices in bits and bytes. 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. 1024 bytes is equal to 1 kilobyte. 1024 kilobytes is equal to 1 megabyte. 1024 megabytes is equal to 1 gigabyte. 1024 gigabyte is equal to 1 terabyte. 1024 terabyte is equal to 1 petabyte. We will now talk about the various storage devices and their working and usage. Hard disks. Hard disk is the most important secondary storage device in a computer. In fact, it is an integral part of any computer system. When we press save button while doing our work in a computer, the data is saved in the hard drive. The hard disk solves the problem of large volume of data storage. We can use the hard disk internally or as an external device, but normally they are present inside the CPU's cabinet. They provide larger space for data storage. The hard disk looks smaller these days as compared to its earlier versions. It comes with many different storage capacity options like 40 GB, 100 GB, 250 GB and 650 GB. The size of 1 TB is also available these days. CDs, compact discs. The CD or compact disc is the most common form of data storage device as it is easily available and easy on pocket. A CD-ROM drive is needed in order to use a CD. It is a form of storage device that comes under the category of optical devices. But its popularity is slowly diminishing due to the advent of newer and better forms of storage devices. It can easily get scratched and thus data stored on it can be lost or damaged. Different forms of CDs available are read-only CD, CD-ROM, writable CD, CD-R and rewritable CD or erasable CD, CD-RW. Data on erasable CDs can be erased and can be used again and again. DVD, digital versatile disc. The size and shape of DVD is just similar to that of CD. It is also an optical storage device. The only difference lies in their storage capacity. The storage capacity of a DVD is around 4.7 GB, which is much larger than that of CD. We can save a full-length movie on a DVD. However, DVDs with dual-layer recording can store double the amount of data, that is, up to 8.5 GB, just like a CD. Different forms of DVDs available are read-only DVD, DVD-ROM, writable DVD, DVD-R, and rewritable DVD or erasable DVD, DVD-RW. Fact file: CDs and DVDs used red laser to read and write data. Blu-ray disc or BD. The appearance and size of Blu-ray disc is also similar to computer disc and digital versatile disc and is also a type of optical storage device. The storage capacity of Blu-ray disc is about 5 times that of a DVD and can store up to 25 GB data on a single layered disc and 50 GB on a double layered disc. The Blu-ray disc uses a blue-violet laser to read and write data and can only be played in Blu-ray player, and it cannot be played in simple DVD or CD player, but we can play a DVD and CD in Blu-ray player. Pen drives. Pen drives or flash drive is the most popular form of storage device nowadays. It is extremely small in size and very convenient to carry around. It is run by simply plugging it into the USB port of a computer or laptop and hence makes it easy to transfer data. For the same reason, it is also popularly known as a USB drive. It is also a very durable as compared to optical devices as there are no chances of scratching or damage. Summary: data is raw whereas information is meaningful. Storage capacity of computer is called its memory. Memory can be internal or external. Data remains in RAM only for a short time interval. It is not possible for us to change the data in ROM. ALU performs all the major decisions and calculations. Memory unit takes care of every function that is performed internally by the computer. There are data storage devices which are used to do the storage task for computer. The data storage devices could be present inside a computer, for example, hard disk, and they can also exist outside a computer such as pen drives. There are many examples of data storage devices like pen drives, DVDs, CDs, memory cards, and many other.